We've got a barn burner in store for you in this one. A top 10 showdown early in the season, a measuring stick game, and one that both of these teams hope will propel them to bigger and better things. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop. And just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Parrish. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this. Game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Fears the pressure. Spins away from the defender. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. This is why you recruit dudes, right? Quarterback distributes, get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and let him do his thing.
Dude makes quarterback look good. I mean, you get it to him in space, and watch. He'll break the tackles. He'll make those plays, but nice job getting the ball out fast to his playmaker.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little...
And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. First down here for the offense. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Fires to the wideout. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the right. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
Makes a grab past the marker. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A great catch and run for 6.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quick completion to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahan. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The play action fake. Makes the grab on the back. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Going to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He's looking to throw. Right on the money. Made a defender miss. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sun Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Oh, he makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They just keep firing. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. On On the ground, it's Parrish. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Sun Devils, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Coming out with it, it's Green. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Mahan. He's got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Sun Devils! The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Kept it, and he's past the marker. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime.
Let's go.
Line getting set on 2nd down.
White 53. White 53.
Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Skips away from pressure. Inside the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. LSU quick to the line.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Quickly to the tight end. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level.
Going for it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line. On down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Mahad. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Sun Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud. Arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes a connection. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Arizona State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
There he goes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Mahad. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick step and go. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Barrels ahead. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Under fire. Buys a little time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Back to pass. It's Mahan. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 16, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
This offense will try to convert on 4th down for the 5th time. The defense has come up with just 1 stop so far. Under fire. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Twice they've been denied touchdowns in the red zone, and now it's third and goal. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down will open up the final period. The run from the shotgun. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Plucks it out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Sun Devils! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Crowder. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. To the air, it's Mahan. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down at the 1.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Let's go!
Just keep slinging it. Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Mahan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense set on 1st down. They want to throw it. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
And these are shots to your pride, man. Like, you've been getting roasted all day long, and you're down big, and the offense is still chucking the football. I think it says something about you. It's a look in the mirror type situation. This is one of those days they're going to want to forget.
Makes the grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He's got it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Crowder. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route.
Hits the afterburn. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
To the air, it's Mahan. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He wants a big play here late. There he goes to the left. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
16.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Arizona State.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. First down for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be